Good morning, everybody. Did a poll yesterday with a couple games on it. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, Drill Dozer, and Boktai to see what people are kind of interested in me playing next. And Twin Snakes was like far and away the winner, which I guess I was surprised by. But maybe I shouldn't be. I guess you can never get too much Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm excited to play this. I'm excited to have an excuse to play this game. It's one of those games that, like, I don't understand why it hasn't been ported anywhere else. Like, it seems like it should be on Switch. Like, this seems like it should be on Switch before, like, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 to me, just because it's, like, such a weird Nintendo oddity, and I love
on
Nintendo
Shadow Moses
oddities.
Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound.
I'm gonna try, like,
we'll
take all this
that
in.
the government
you know,
turn
like,
over
this
the
is like, I
remains
haven't
of
even
Big
pressed
Boss,
start yet. I just,
and
like,
they say that if their demands are not met
GameCube
within
controller
24
chilling
hours,
here.
they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
It'd be weird playing a Metal Gear game where I don't have to read all the dialogue.
You will have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker.
Hey, Baker.
Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
Hello, all. What's the insertion? BRG-13.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Adam Walker, Texas Ranger, asks, Kyle, I have a PS1
We'll
and a
launch a
GameCube.
one-man
Should I play Metal Gear
SDV?
Solid or Twin Snakes first? Only play Metal Gear Solid 5. Man, that's a tough call, because, like, I bet Twin Snakes is probably, like, holds up better, probably controls better, probably just feels a little better to play in general. But it's also different. They also changed elements of it. Let me know about the levels, please. It seems like a loud game. They changed elements of it for Twin Snakes.
From there on, you'll have to swim.
So it kind of feels like if you want the purest, canonical Metal Gear experience,
I was the commander of.
I think maybe you should play the original Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist
But I mean,
activity.
it is the same story.
Psycho Mantis,
God, that's a
with
tough
his
call.
powerful psychic abilities.
I mean,
Sniper
Twin Snakes
Wolf,
is like the weirdo
beautiful
one
and deadly
that I think
sharpshooter.
fewer people have probably played.
Decoy Octopus.
It came out on
Master of
GameCube and has not been
Disguise.
ported anywhere else.
Vulcan Raven.
I'm playing it on
Giant
my
and
Wii.
Shaman.
Like, that's
And
how.
Revolver
So, like, it's
Ocelot.
backwards compatible on the
Specialist in
Wii.
interrogation
But that's like the
and a
closest thing it's
formidable
had to,
gunfighter.
like,
And
a
finally, in
port,
charge
I guess
of
you
them,
could say.
Foxhound Squad Leader.
Yeah, I don't know. Chat, what do you
Liquid
think?
Snake.
If you've never played Metal Gear Solid, if you've only played Metal Gear Solid 5, should you play the Twin Snakes or the original? I'm leaning toward the original on PlayStation, even though I bet the GameCube version plays better and just probably feels more modern. It might even be a little more fun. Joshua Caleb 75, the game seems a little loud. It does seem like a particularly loud game. Hello, Ben Cassell on YouTube, the Dust Mat. Yo.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Howdy, hey, hey. Hey, howdy, hey, says Flaming
As
Queso.
always,
Hello, hello.
This is a one-man sneaking
Yeah,
mission.
Beat Hummus says Twin Snakes has aged better for sure.
Yes.
Rock Party
This
says
is a
play the
top-secret
remake.
Black Op. Don't expect
Hitmonchan
any
played
official
the
support.
original. I thought it held up well. I think that's like one of those PlayStation 1 games that I feel like you could go back to and it probably plays pretty decently. Like, there are a lot of PlayStation 1 games that are hard to go back to. Metal Gear Solid 1 is okay. I played Metal Gear Solid 1 super late. I'm actually going to go easy here just to rip through this thing. Alright. The first one feels pretty bad now, says Rock Party, so maybe I'm wrong. I think last time I played it, I had it on Vita. And I didn't finish it or anything, but I made good progress and didn't feel too hampered. DBRG13. Twin Snakes might be more fun, but the original will feel like a more authentic experience. It's all up to personal preference, totally. If you don't mind a little old school jankiness, like, you will get the sort of purest canonical Metal Gear experience with the original. I mean, I think we can all agree that Shadow Moses canonically does not have Mario and Yoshi statues hidden in it, right? Like, that's what breaks the story of this game, right? You know what I say, man? If you have both, if you have John Potter on YouTube says original because it's easier to find, but I don't think that's the issue. I think Adam Walker, Texas Stranger on Twitch, has access to both, so that's less of an issue, I think.
Bothersome flies.
God, if I remember correctly, they re-recorded like all the dialogue for this game. Like, they didn't just use the audio from the original PlayStation game, which I guess makes sense. But it's just so crazy, like, getting the cast back together and redoing all this. Like, so much work went into this. Flaming Case, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game, not ever. Biggest game franchise that I have missed completely, I think, is Warcraft. Never been interested in Warcraft. Never played World of Warcraft. Don't really get into strategy games. Like, I feel like in terms of cultural impact and like number of people playing, I gotta go Warcraft. But there's plenty of others. I mean, you could say Madden if you're gonna make that an answer, you know.
This is Snake.
I like that they have the original portraits here. That's a nice touch.
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
Rock Party, not a StarCraft person. Was just missed that sort of window when I was young. Didn't have wasn't really a PC person, you know?
When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the pause button and then the A button to receive the call. The codec's
well, yeah, I mean,
directly
obviously they
stimulates
recorded the
small
dialogue.
bones of
Now I
your
feel
ear.
stupid even
No
saying
one but you
that.
will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. All right, picking up the controller. So I'm playing. I have the disc. This is one of those games that, of course, you can walk around in the water. That makes total sense. This is one of those games, like, I think I've talked about it before. My wife and I were big video game collectors, had a huge collection of games, sold a lot of them. This is one I never got rid of. Like, was very much like, I gotta hold on to this one. So this is, I'm playing the, original GameCube game on a Wii, which I had a set of component cables for, and then I bought a piece of hardware to let me convert the component cables to HDMI. So it's actually a surprisingly complicated process for me to have gotten this game up and running.
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, crap.
Who's that?
Wow. All right, so far so bad. I wonder how he saw me. I don't know what happened there, honestly. Unless I was just straight up seen because I wasn't paying attention. Is there a way to... Okay. This is a great way to start. Good on me. Yeah, I mean, the beginning of the game is kind of hard to get through, but I just don't know what happened there. Was it because I was crawling through the water and he heard me? Is that what it was? Let's see. Ooh, the frame rate. This looks good. So you got to be careful because there's the puddle there. Turn the corner. Okay. So I think I have to walk through this carefully because because I don't want to make too much noise. Crouch down. Man, this is the... Well, you know what? I was about to say, this is the first time I've held a GameCube controller in a while, but that's not true because Smash Brothers. Oh, crap.
Who's there?
Oh, there goes the frame rate. So the elevator's there now, so I can get through that. That's funny, the sort of general frame rate is good. Like, when I'm looking around corners and stuff, it looks really good, but then when I'm, like, moving randomly, it's not great. Where's that guy going, left or right?
Is there somebody there?
No, go away.
Who is that? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Alright, you guys have to bear with me. I'm definitely having to get the hang of this again. But I think I might even be able to sprint to the, elevator, can't I? No? Alright, that makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna let myself die because this was a rough start. Hey, Dan. Hello. Here to watch me die in Metal Gear Solid? Alright. I promise it'll go a lot smoother from now on. What are your thoughts on Metal Gear Solid director Dennis Dyack? I think you have his title wrong, Serial. I don't think he's the director. But yeah, it is very strange. You know, hell, maybe that's one of the main reasons it hasn't been ported or anything, is because it's a Silicon Valley game and they don't really exist anymore, and Dennis Dyack is, I don't know, what is he doing lately? Like, trying to keep going on that Kickstarter? I don't know. Oh, do I have to get... Oh, shoot. You know what? I want to get all those rations. You know what? How important is it, do we think, here? Do I need every ration I can possibly get? You know what? Yeah, because I have time. They're not going anywhere. Footprints leaving behind. So there is a puddle of water there. Okay, here we go. Is there anything over there? I mean, well, it's not a big thing. You could go into first person in Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation, but the big upgrade here is you can shoot, and it does tend to make the game a little easier. Whacker Crab, are you happy with your HDMI adapter? It's fine.
You can climb onto anything up to about waist height by pressing the action button. This might come in handy.
Alright, let's see. So I have the 2 rations. I'm still just kind of waiting, though, right? Stretchy, stretchy. Okay. Oh, a lot going over on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Whatever happened to that Metal Gear movie that was in the works, says Adonis Perez. You know, we say it was in the works, but who knows how far along that was. It was the director of Kong Skull Island was really talking a big game, and I like Kong Skull Island, and that dude really loves video games specifically Metal Gear Solid. So like, if a Metal Gear Solid movie does come to exist, I would like for him to do it, and I think he would be the best choice. But I don't think that thing was ever like truly happening I don't know. I mean, I think Kojima wanted him to do it and things like that, but man, I think he was just really campaigning for it to happen more than like actually casting things and having financing. But I would love for it to exist someday. Alright. Is that enough? Okay, cool. It was there. Gosh, this is gonna be fun because it's been a while since I've played the remake. I played it extensively when it first came out. I remember going to pick it up day one. And it's gonna be weird to like remember this versus remembering the original game. Like this soundtrack is already pretty significantly different, if I remember. And I like it less. So this is what you're playing for the next month of streams? Yeah. And then I'll move on to Boktai and or Drill Dozer. Man, I gotta say, I don't like this new song because that's much more like upbeat and kind of fun. And I liked rolling into Shadow Moses with the understanding that like this is a bad situation and things are gonna go bad. This is scary. Low Fire Chord Club on YouTube talking about the Metal Gear movie. Yeah, it was never greenlit, but Sony gave him development money, so it was probably being written pitched. That sounds right. Adam Walker, Texas Ranger, you're going with the PS1 version. All right, I like it. Yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, the game to play.
The disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working?
So I might talk over
Nice and
some of this
dry,
stuff,
but
but
it's a
I do
little
want to let
hard
them
to
play out. I don't really want to like
It's designed to prevent
skip a bunch of
hypothermia.
these or anything.
This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Hey, good Hitmon chances. They're usually not up this early. Well,
A high
morning.
D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
If you don't skip some of this, you may never actually play the games. This is what I will.
I
That's
have
true.
no
Hey,
idea.
I'm in no rush
It
here.
looks like our little diversion got their attention.
I'm happy to have a game to stick to for a while. Hexonomer gifting subs, thank you. Way too nice, man. Come on. Adonis Perez says, I wonder why so many video game adaptations go through pre-production hell. I feel like I've heard of changes in writers and directors for the Uncharted movie for over a decade. It's a good question. I mean, it could be any number of reasons, but I think it's just like one of those things that's like when you're adapting someone else's
There are
property, I
only
think the
18
property
hours
holders
left
are,
until their
you know,
deadline. You've got
rightly
to hurry.
very protective
Wow, he must
and want to be
crazy
very
if they're
careful
hiding
with
this
what's being
kind
done
of
with their
weather.
property,
Who's
and
that?
they're also
Oh,
busy making
sorry.
video
I haven't
games,
introduced
so
you two yet.
it takes a long time
This is Mei Ling.
to get that all
She
coordinated.
was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself.
It was interesting for
What's
Mei
wrong?
Ling.
Nothing.
They changed
I just
everyone
don't
else's
expect a
voice
world-class
sort of performance
designer
is the
of
same, but
military
Mei Ling
technology
they
to be
decided
so
to
Cute.
get rid of her accent,
You're just
which is a call that
No,
I
I'm
understand.
serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
What's this?
Dan coming in
I'm
there with
being
the
put on by the
love you,
famous
Kyles.
Snake?
Thank you,
Hey,
Dan. Love you
I'm
too. Miss you
surprised.
guys. Miss
I
everyone
didn't
all the
think you'd be
time.
So frank.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
It does, doesn't it? Well, let's get to know each other better. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He
DARPA
should
chief,
appear on
got
your radar
it.
as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists.
I just wanted
If
to
he's alive, that is.
again just say if everyone please let me know about the mix,
Snake,
game
your
audio
radar
versus
isn't
my
affected
voice,
by the
etc.
weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake. We're here to back you up.
So my memory
call
is
if you need some
inaccurate, but
information or
a lot of this
advice.
dialogue
I'm also in
feels
charge of your
different.
mission data. Contact me
Like
if
I
you
don't
want me
remember
to save
Snake
your
saying like I'll
current
call
status.
if I get lonely
My
and stuff like
frequency
that.
is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Okay.
I'll hold you to
Come
that,
on,
Doctor.
this is a professional
By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I
situation.
did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
This doesn't make any sense. So he ate his cigarettes. Adonis Perez says, I like how Snake became less flirtatious as the series
It's the fastest
progressed.
way, but
Yeah,
there's too
he's
much
became
risk
kind of
of being
more
spotted by the enemy.
focused on
Yeah,
his
I
mission.
can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
What about the air duct near the door?
One sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Why
There
didn't
should
they
also
let
be a
him
duct
take
on
any
the second
weapons
floor.
with him? Like he could have
I
taken
can't
like
see
a
it
little
from here.
pistol with him or
I'll
something.
let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Okay, so we got footprints in the snow, which is just absolutely incredible in terms of playing this game for the first time. It's just like I can't believe that we've arrived in the future of video games. We're finally here. What an incredible day to be alive. I'm leaving footprints in the snow. At least that's how I felt. More rations. Uh-oh.
A surveillance camera.
Don't worry about me, sir. Where is the surveillance camera? No, you can follow me over here, but... Alright, let's see. So, I can go get that if I can dodge the lights. Is it worth it? I don't even remember what it is. I'm gonna go for it. I think it's ammo. Oh, oh no! Oh, chaff grenades. Okay. Oh god. Man, this is gonna take some like some getting used to here. Gotta get the hang of these like controls and stuff. Do I have a punch button or anything? Okay, yeah. Can't be punching everybody. This is a new era of Metal Gear. Punch won't get the job done. I'm just gonna let myself die. It's fine. Oh man, grabbing people. Let's see. Man, this music is crazy. I don't remember it being this different. Like I don't remember being so taken with it, I guess you could say. Like, just so, I don't remember being so surprised by it. Alright, let's do this right. I mean, did I was... okay. Is there a good place to hide? There's the chaff grenade. Is this just... This is what we are here now? Where are my cigarettes? Rations, scopes. Oh, he threw a grenade at me. Ouch! Okay, so there's the grab. I'm kind of having to remember everything here. Like, I'm sure this is almost like the tutorial without any sort of input. Or rather, the tutorial without any, like, specifically giving you, it's not actually giving you feedback or anything. Okay. So the chaff grenades are useful, but I keep getting into trouble trying to get them, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's a fool's errand. Also, okay, so I do have... That's cool animation. And I think, okay, so I think if I can't do the action button near enemies, and that does seem to grab them. Let's see. And there's the camera over there. Do the footsteps fade? I think they do. Okay, so he found them. Let's see, what's he doing? I want to try to grab him. Like, this is kind of an experiment, just to understand what I am capable of doing. And do I quickly tap? Is that what I do? Shoot. I thought it was the action button. Oh, it's A. Okay. All right. You don't call anybody. You're fine. Okay. A is grab. Hey, Dizzy Grizzly, how's it going? Good. You don't get ratings in this, I don't think. Flaming Queso, so I'm afraid to admit I know very little about Metal Gear, so this is the remake of the first. This is the remake of the PlayStation 1 Metal Gear Solid game.
Sign of the AWOL, man. Everything seems normal.
And it was released exclusively on GameCube. Oh, interesting. That's cool. That's new. Developed by Silicon Knights. It's cool. I really like this game. I think it's a good remake in terms of, you know, remakes. All right, let's see. Is this a better? See, I want to kind of explore a little bit, so I got to be careful here because of the audio. Is there? Okay, SOCOM. So I'm not gonna try to go for like a, you know, no kill run or anything like that. But I want to use like silenced weapons and that kind of thing. So there is a security camera in here. Is there anything in here though?
Surveillance camera.
I don't think so. There's those lockers. Okay. And there is like a window to get past it without having to use grenades, I think. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. Thanks, Dan. Dan says, I just want to thank you for giving us this amazing stream. Dan, thank you for coming and hanging out and saying hi. I appreciate it. Miss you. Is that gonna be enough? Okay. Got anything for me? Stun grenades, that's good. Can't do... I think I'm safe here. Nothing there. Okay. So I gotta do this sort of roundabout thing. Squiddo Whale says, this game loses a lot of the flavor of the original. It feels cornier to me. I totally agree. I think that's actually a really good way to state it. Cornier. Because, like, the cutscenes, admittedly cool, are, like, super over the top. You know? Just, like, Snake doing, like, backflips off of, like, missiles and stuff. Like, it's absurd, you know? But where the original, to me, felt a lot more grounded. I mean, I know, like, it's sort of insane to say Metal Gear feels grounded, but, I mean, in sort of the video game sense of the word, I always felt like it kind of did.
Who's there?
Let's move along here. Let's make some progress. this. I mean, it's technically like the third Metal Gear game in terms of the story. Oh boy, it's dark. I can't really see anything. Do I have like night vision or something? I want to follow the rats.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller.
Hey, Miller.
It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a boot camp instructor.
Does this remake
so I
being
moved out here
more
for
over
some
the
peace
top
and
make
quiet.
it more in line
I'm
with the
in
rest of the
retirement,
series? Asked
just like
Joshua
you.
Caleb 75.
Once in a while, I
Um,
still help train the Alaskan
No,
Scouts.
because the
That's
things
not
that are
the
over the
skills
top
to a
in
new
Metal
generation,
Gear
huh?
are
Campbell
like
told me about the
characters
situation here.
disguising
Thought
themselves
I might be of
and
some
it
use.
being very
There's
clear
no
who
one
they
I'd rather
are.
have in a foxhole than you.
Just as an example.
Well, I know
Just
lots
absurd
about
like
survival
story
in a harsh
revelations and things like that.
I've
Where
lived in
this
Alaska
like
longer than you.
the over the top
So
nature of
call me
this
if you
is
have any
like
questions about
I
the
said,
flora
like
or
Solid
fauna
Snake doing
out here.
backflips off of
My frequency
missiles and
is
stuff like that, which like
141.80.
as absurd and crazy as Metal
Those
Gear is, like
mice
Snake
are
is usually
Alaskan
still
field
sort of
mice.
a boots on the
Don't
ground
worry,
soldier
they
crawling
can't
around in the
hurt you.
mud trying to
Wild field
sneak
mice
his way
don't
through a
have a thick
facility,
layer
you
of
know.
fat.
So I don't
They
think
can
I don't think it
still
really
survive
does.
the
I don't
bitter
think it does
winters
bring it
here
more in
without
line with the
hibernating.
rest of the series.
They dig tunnels under the snow, and that's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill any
Yes, Joshua
offspring
Caleb.
That
It
are
is
not
more
their
like
own.
Metal Gear
To ensure
Revengeance.
the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Thanks, Miller. God, such a horrifying idea of like being crawling through a tunnel, like crawling through an air conditioning vent and being underwater. Isn't it like a quick select or something? Or is that a setting I need to do? Might as well keep the SOCOM out, I guess. Hitmonchan, did you play / like the PSP games? I liked Peace Walker a lot. I never finished Portable Ops. I just sort of got frustrated with its lack of story. I wanted more story, and there's not a lot in Portable Ops.
Is there somebody there?
That's not fair. How the hell was I supposed to avoid that?
Enemy sighted. Requesting
Take this!
Did they see me? Oh boy. Jeez.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Flamin' Queso says, if I were to play through the Metal Gear games, having never played them, what is the best order? I think release order is the best order. Like, you can make an argument that you should play Metal Gear Solid 3 first, but, I don't know. I mean, I think just play them in the order that they came out in. Do I have Super Mario Sunshine on that memory card, asked Serial? I don't, but you know what? I could get it on there. Like, I could create a save. I should do that before I get to Psycho Mantis.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there.
Alright,
Try
peace.
to find it.
What? What?
Who's there?
Oh, that's close. I'm still getting that sort of hang of the button layout in a weird way. I thought there was stuff under here. I guess not. Like, that's how I wanted to get under these tanks, is because I thought there were, like, I thought there were items under here. Because I need to stock up. Is there anything, like, worth tracking down here? Whoa!
Who
Gosh,
is
I was
that?
not paying attention.
Enemy sighted. Requesting
Go, go, go! Nope. Not crawling fast enough.
Take this!
Fine, just kill me, man. Just kill me. I like that his, it cracks. I think that's cool.
Snake! Get off, Snake!
Alright, so Adam Walker, Texas Ranger, is suggesting that right before I get to Psycho Mantis, I assume you're saying, I stop and I do an extensive Super Mario Sunshine stream and then come back to it. You know, I'm actually kind of liking that idea now. Just like before I get to Psycho Mantis, just one stream, just play some Super Mario Sunshine, just to have like the save file on there. You know what? I think I might actually do that.
Use the elevator to change.
Okay, got it. All right, upstairs I guess is where I want to go.
Snake, use the elevator to move from floor to floor. To call the elevator.
What are the other
press the button on the
games
nearby
that I should
control
have on the
panel
memory
by
card before I
pressing
get to
the
Psycho
action
Mantis?
button.
Actually,
The elevator
there's a few
show
I
up in no
should do,
time.
right? Maybe I should just have a day where I just stream a few. Am I dumb? Is there not? Oh, I had to press A. Okay, right? Oh, that's my gun. Oh my gosh, this is
Possible
embarrassing.
hostile sight.
I'm just trying to get the controls are throwing me off. I'm just having trouble with the controls. In fact, I'm even gonna unequip. So, I think action is Y.
Something over there.
Crouch is X. Who saw me? Oh, hello. Then, okay, so that's roll. Oh, that's not it. I thought it kept going. I'm just gonna use this chance to kind of explore, see if there's anywhere I should go to get stuff. Okay.
Snake, answer me. Snake.
Snake. Okay. I'm leaning in now. I'm moving the microphone forward. I don't want to die again. I've got a handle on the controls. I'm gonna put away the gun so I don't accidentally shoot. Okay. And you're telling me about the elevator again. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Paying attention to my thing here. There we go. See, I thought I pressed that button. I guess I didn't. Alright. And I don't think there was really anything in there. Holding cells. Still waiting for that plasma snake. What you got for me?
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Valuable input there. Thank you. Okay. No. Okay, there's got to be something here, right? I'll take the elevator in a second. Like it's... Okay, it's a long hallway. But surely there's got to be something down there at the end, right? Adam Walker, Texas Ranger, assuming you looked it up. He reads Eternal Darkness, Mario Sunshine, Legend of Zelda, and Smash Brothers Melee. Which Zelda? I mean, Wind Waker, I assume? I think, gosh, you know what? I think, hold on. I'm gonna get up for a second. I want to see something. Okay, check it out. I will totally do this. Like, I'll make save files for these games. Eternal Darkness I have, Wind Waker I have, and Mario Sunshine I have. So those three for sure. But what's the other? Melee I don't have, which is, I know is kind of weird. But I don't own Smash Brothers Melee. I also have like I have like 4 swords and stuff like that. You know, I'll totally do that. Like, we'll take a day, you know, before we get to Psycho Mantis, where I will just play those 3 games for like 20 minutes apiece, so we can get save files on there. That'll be fun. And if there's any other games, maybe I can track down a copy of Melee or something, or borrow a copy of Melee, because that game is still weirdly very expensive. One of the reasons I don't own a copy of it. Yeah, it's got to be Wind Waker. You can tell me how to climb an elevator.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder. Approach the ladder and press
Look at
the
Snake's
action
face,
button
like when he's
by
getting
it.
this feedback. He's like, I don't need this. Shut up. You know what, actually, might be a good stream option just in general. It's one I played it a little bit, I never finished it. But, I mean, sort of in this age of watching people play games, you know, a game that screws with you might be a good option. We got Meryl here. Eternal Darkness is a sort of action horror game, Hitmonchan, that the unique thing about it is that it messes with you. It will trick you in weird ways. Like it'll make you think the game crashed, or like your character model will start warping through walls, or like it'll convince you that your TV is turned off. It's weird. Oh, also, the other thing Hitmonchan about Eternal Darkness is it's sort of the developer Silicon Knights' claim to fame. You know, it's like what they're predominantly known for, and they're the developer that did this Twin Snakes remake. Don't mind me. I was always like impressed with that animation of like, it's one of those like complicated maneuvers that you would maybe offload to happening off screen. It's like, I don't worry about snakes in there now. But I actually like that they went through the trouble of like figuring out, well, like, how would you sort of get down from that position?
You're here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent in here to save your worthless butt.
You just met this guy and you're insulting him? Come on. Gal's got Moxie. Eternal Darkness asks, it has an insanity meter, right? Yes, it does.
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
This changes everything. And nothing.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, I'll stop doing this.
Is it possible?
Oh, Low Fire Chord Club is talking about Blue Point. They said their next remake is big and confirmed for PS5. Could be a new Metal Gear Solid remake. I think, man, I feel like Demon's Souls is the one that everyone's sort of like pushed me towards, or
they shouldn't have
is the one that
access
everyone's
to a
sort of
missile.
saying that they might work on next. I'm very curious to see what they're doing next. Maybe they're doing an Ico remake. I don't think that would be as big though, you know.
We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A truly
I
historic.
mean, I'd be fine with them remaking Metal Gear Solid 1. I think I'd play the heck out of it.
Nuclear attack from any place on the face of the earth.
Yeah,
A
Demon's Souls is the
nuclear-equipped
rumor.
walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard that the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production.
Adonis President YouTube says, feels like having human-sized air ducts go through the room to lock up your hostage is bad foresight.
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
I have a theory about the Arkham Asylum games that Wayne, sort of, in his ability to influence politics in Gotham City, lobbied to pass an ordinance that all air conditioning vents be Batman-sized, just so that he would have a path through the city whenever he needed. Hitmonchan. No, we commented on Meryl. I think Snake just was like, oh, it's a woman, and then we moved on.
Hey, shut up in there, will ya?
What, no talking? He's just talking. What if it cut to just Snake being like up on the ceiling somehow? It totally does. I was kidding. I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh. See, that's why like the weird sort of cheesiness that Twin Snakes sort of delivers.
You mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch.
Bye,
the
David
device.
Sands on YouTube. Thanks for checking in.
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But
what?
They found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is
Soulfire Chord Club on YouTube asks, I wonder if the goofiness is partly because they were making it for Nintendo, so they thought it needed to be a bit lighter.
If they find out Baker's password.
I think so.
Yes.
I mean, that's an interesting theory. I remember reading
to launch a nuke anytime.
sort of a little bit of a story about this game coming together, and like
is a way to stop
apparently
the launch.
Kojima and Miyamoto met for lunch or something, and we're like, yeah, we want to try to collaborate on something. And you know, Miyamoto's like never, not that he runs Nintendo or anything, but you know, he sort of influences a lot of the decisions that are made. And I don't think he has any opposition to like grown-up or M-rated games. Like he personally isn't interested in making them, but like it's not something he's opposed to having on Nintendo's platform. You know, if it's good stuff that people like.
That card key.
So where are the card keys?
Baker should have them. Listen. You need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved them into an area that has a lot of
Hitmonchan asks, what kind
jamming.
of game is halfway between Metal Gear and Mario?
Yes.
They
cemented
the answer to
over
that question is a hat in
didn't have
time.
enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
There's a whole Metal Gear inspired sequence in A Hat in Time in that game.
Take this. It's my ID card. It'll open
Tie
any
on
level
straight and
1
shirt
security
ducked in.
door.
The way I would sit in prison for sure, says Flamin'
It's
Queso.
called a pan card.
Well, look, I don't want to
It
spoil
works together
anything,
with your
but
body's own electrical
this
field.
guy might not be all that he seems.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as a transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices,
Slime, gifting
they'll read
subs,
the data
thank you.
stored in the card.
Giving one to beat
And
hummus.
the doors will open
So
automatically.
nice.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get you
Low Fire
out of
Chord
here.
Wait a minute.
Club. Metal
What is
Gear,
it?
Metal Gear
You
Mario
haven't heard any other way
Middle
to
Ground.
disarm the
Sly
bell,
Cooper.
have you?
Obvious.
From
That's
your
actually
bosses
honestly a
or
better
anyone?
example. You win.
No.
Congratulations.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So, does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
Oh. See, I like the sort of screeching. I guess those are like violins. Like that adds a level of like scariness and intensity to what's happening. You know? Oh. Squiddo Willow. That bandana is so flowy. It is a very flowy bandana. I agree.
Dead.
Hitmonchan, is the audio cracking? It did seem like something was going on there. I'll keep an ear out. Keep an ear on it. I guess that's how you say it.
Naomi, the chief.
Dead.
What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely
Tyler
not, Snake.
Olow
You've got
says,
to understand.
Portable Ops didn't do much for you
This
story-wise. How do you feel about
counter-terrorist
Metal Gear
op
Solid
is
5?
security
I
level
like Metal Gear
red.
Solid 5 a lot.
You'll need the highest security clearance
It had
to
enough
learn
of,
the real story.
I mean, there was interesting
You want me
story
to
there for
believe
sure.
you're
I
in
mean,
charge of this op,
it was
but you
sort
don't
of
have
like
complete access to the
sliced into
file.
like a
I
really
told
big
you,
beginning
the
and a
Secretary
really
of
big
Defense
end
is
that
in
still kind of left a
operational
lot of things
control.
hanging. But
I'm
I
just
liked
here
Metal
as
Gear
your
Solid 5 a
support.
lot. It's not my favorite Metal Gear Solid, but I really liked it.
Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Gotta go find PB. Septipus gifting subs to Hitmonchan. You guys, so nice, too nice. Stop it. Don't actually stop it. It's very nice. What you got under your bed? Anything? Ration maybe? Thank you. Oh, I like this song. Is this? So I think I need a gun here.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard!
Oh, come on. You don't know the whole story.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
She knows what she's doing. This game's funny.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. Your eyes wander. There's no confidence in them. The eyes of a rookie. You've never shot a person, have you?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Is it possible to get through
Open
this
that
sequence
door.
without killing all
You
these
got a
soldiers?
card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of
Looks
here.
like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Here we go. Squiddo Willow says that. Oh, am I really? Okay. Ow! Squiddo Willow says the naked guy in the background is really ridiculous. That's from the original game. That was totally there. I remember that really standing out for me as being just like an absurd thing for sure. And also, like, weirdly, you know, I was young and I was like, oh man, this is an M-rated game. There's like technically nudity here. Which, you know, you can argue.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Oh, Squiddo Willow was definitely there. I like, stood out to me as being extraordinarily weird at the time, for sure. And it was also additionally funny because they pixelated it, but like, that game is so pixelated to begin with, you know? It's like, what are we even doing here, guys? Is there like a manual reload here? Oh my god. Ow. Man, I thought more ammo got dropped here. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Honestly, did not mean to walk in. I should be doing it this way, honestly. Kyle really remembers the naked guy, says Adam Walker, Texas. How could you forget it? All right, come on. Oh, I got an emote thanks to Adam Walker, Texas Rangers Mega Cheer. Thank you.
Wait. Who are you?
Oh, Mr. Mantis.
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Mantis, you done goofed.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
A little tease there. Wait, did Snake see that? I'll have to look up the name, but I think one of the weird things about this game was the reason it kind of has this sort of more over-the-top, goofier action sequences is because I think the action sequences were directed by some renowned, like, kung fu choreographer or something. I could be wrong about that. Adam Walker Dexter says, I honestly don't know what I just did. I don't either. I was just like, oh, here's a button where I can thank you, so let me press that button. Let's make some phone calls.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
Psychic.
So, that was Mantis.
So I don't think... I want to say that was like a weird thing. A weird, cool thing about this, about Twin Snakes, is I don't think you have to equip the key cards? Is that right? Okay, got some ammo here. Anything interesting? Okay, let's see. Oh, did the glass break there? Oh, that's cool. You can even punch and... Oh, that's cool. That you actually get the spin move. What you got? SOCOM bullets. There's a bathroom in here. Book. Hit M9 first. Okay. I like this music. This is cool. Alright, I think we're good here. Don't need to crawl up there. Got the one. So it's like the one key card even. So level 1. Yeah, see, I don't have to have it equipped. I think normally, previously you'd have to have it equipped, so that's level 6. Hitmonchan says, kind of weird that this came out on GameCube while Metal Gear Solid 2 came out on PS2, right? Yeah, it was weird because this uses like a lot of sort of gameplay things that were started in Metal Gear Solid 2, like being able to shoot from first person and like being able to look around, and like it like used a lot of Metal Gear Solid 2 tech, but then released exclusively on GameCube. It was very strange. I don't know where I'm going. B2, I guess? How would you rate your progress on the stream, Kyle? Not great. I feel like I did a bad job in the beginning. I want to be better, you guys. I don't think I need to go here yet. C4. Like, oh, even things I think like you can put bodies in lockers and stuff. That's a Metal Gear Solid 2 thing. I remember I start a lot of stories this way, but when I was working at GameStop before this game came out, I remember sort of having these conversations with people, and then being like, "Oh, I think it's they're releasing Metal Gear Solid 2 on GameCube, and it's gonna have a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 on it." And I remember having to talk to so many people, being like, "No, that's not what the game is. It's just using gameplay elements of Metal Gear Solid 2, but it is exclusively Metal Gear Solid 1." Okay, so there's... I don't know if I'm supposed to do this yet, though, is the thing, right? Don't I need to go make a few phone calls first or something? See, that's the door there, and I have the C4. There's a little bit of that crackle there again. I guess I wonder if they would have... Am I getting ahead of myself here? So this is the Ocelot fight, but I don't think we're supposed to be here yet, right? Oh well, let's keep going this way. Like how he has to punch to blow stuff up. Okay, let's see. Are these both destructible? Yeah, okay. Can I just do both? That. Oh, hello. I'll be with you in a moment, sir. Oh. Oh, it's like a turret. Oh, weird. Okay. Jeez. I was trying to roll through the thing. All right. Hitmonchan says, I haven't been paying attention, but I don't remember any indication that you should do this. Yeah, I think I skipped ahead a little bit. I think the idea is that you would explore a little bit, and then you would make some phone calls, and they would kind of suggest maybe you go down to the armory, but I skipped all that. Not entirely on purpose.
He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right?
Low Fire Court Club on YouTube says, we definitely need Metal Gear Solid HD Collection on Switch. Yeah, and it should include this, too. I would love 1, 2, and 3 and Peace Walker. And, I don't know. I mean, I would love all those in one. That'd be amazing. But, I mean, realistically, I honestly think they would port Metal... I think they would do the
C4.
Twin Snakes as a standalone game. Sell it that way, just because it's been so long since this has been available in a real way. So So Tyler Olu on YouTube says that I'm right about the cutscenes. The director said he was going to stick more closely to the PlayStation original, but
Right.
Kojima insisted
Touch that
he make
wire
the
and
scenes his
C4
own.
will blow
I
up
certainly
along
will.
with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
It me.
And you? Special Operations Foxhound.
Okay, so Major Zero
Revolver.
says that the DARPA chief did tell us to go down here, but I was not paying attention, and I just happened to remember.
Ocelot.
It's the key to the whole series right there.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Widow Willow says, "Man, this gun spinning is just way too long."
Now we'll see if the man
And
can live
Hitmonchan
up
says,
to
"How
the
dare
legend."
you?" And I agree with Hitmonchan. It could be longer. More gun spinning, please.
This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves.
Cool. Talking about you.
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
I mean, I think we know. I don't think it needs to be explained. We get it.
Draw!
All right, so if I remember correctly, this is maybe a complaint about the game is that this fight was too easy because now you can go into first person. He doesn't like that. So yeah, there you go.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss.
I'm laughing because he's like,
been a
"Oh, you're
long
pretty
time
good."
since
It's
I
like I
had
just
such a
stood
good
still and
fight.
shot you in the face 3 times, dude. It
Just
wasn't that
getting
hard.
warmed up.
Oh, I can't believe that I forgot that that's when this happens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is insane. Oh no. Yeah, I do have you guys talking about the boss fight. I was reading Horse's screen name. I'm not gonna finish reading your screen name, but I did drop it down to an easy difficulty just because I want to continually make progress.
Camouflage.
So it was an exceptionally easy fight on an easy difficulty.
Can't you even die right?
TTS Twin
You
Snakes.
were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you? And like you, I have no name. That exoskeleton.
That looks cool. Wait a lower frame rate. Hitmonchan asks, any reason in particular you're playing this over the original? I'm playing this because, in general, I'm trying to stream things that aren't streamed a lot. And this game is much harder to play and stream even because it's exclusively on GameCube. Like, there's never been re-released or anything like that. Metal Gear Solid 1, I feel like, is a fair bit easier to play on different platforms. So, yeah. Just wanted to play the one that was like a little odder, like the slightly stranger choice. Major Zero asks, are you playing on original hardware? So I'm playing it on the Wii with component cables, which is about the best I think it can look. Which is like 480p, I think. Why was he trying to attack
Who the hell?
Snake? Because I thought, does he have his own mission? That's an element of the story I don't remember.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight.
do they?
I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
See,
Kind of
this is like
psychic insulation. Everyone who knows
this
these
is
top
the
secret codes has
absurdity of Metal Gear Solid.
Even the
Is
DARPA
like
chief?
getting brain implants
course.
to not have your
But
mind
the DARPA
read
chief
by
said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
by Psycho Mantis, as
Are you
opposed
sure
to like
you
doing
heard
crazy
him right?
backflips when you're getting shot at.
Yeah. Anyway, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
Oh, what are you coughing up, man?
It
I guess
looks
it's
like
cold.
he had some fun with you, all right.
He's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Ouch.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
You're a funny guy. So, the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What?
Oh no.
It can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up. Ah.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Snake's like, so anyway,
Totally
let's just
insane.
move
They
on.
wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry. Always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. Do you still have the card keys?
Card keys?
Give me the card keys.
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman?
Oh, Meryl.
Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
Prison? The that female soldier?
She said that she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
Hit my chances. You're really just glancing over the fact that it might not have been a heart attack. Yeah, I mean, that's an important thing that maybe you should expand on a little more.
Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes. She stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she has it. What frequency was she at?
I do have the original box, which has the code on there, I think.
Let me tell you,
you guys can see that, right? Can I see it? 140.15.
Oh, sorry.
Really adored that. The first time I figured that out with the game. I just really love that.
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the package. Try to contact her.
I love that. So
I'll
weird.
Contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
You're right.
What if he can't come up with anything?
Well, you'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here.
Gotcha.
That's where he worked.
Cool.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The nuclear threat hasn't disappeared. The threat is more real than ever before. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
It's so odd that you get these like live-action educational sequences slammed in the middle of like just a conversation. It's so bizarre, but I love it.
No real way to use it or dispose of it.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age where any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
The Russians and Chinese still pursue a policy of deterrence. Do you see? Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming
Cheese Whiz. Welcome.
You mean Metal Gear?
Blaming the kids. Yes. This game's not political.
You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes. And after my company lost their bid to produce the U.S. Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even that bunch on the Military Oversight Committee. Just call it the military-industrial complex. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you or your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here. This is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know
Cheeseman
you
says
were
this
sent
should
to
be
get
released on the
this.
Switch. Yeah, we've been talking
I
about
hid
it.
it from
Absolutely.
that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure that you report this to Jim, to your boss.
Okay.
I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Wait, you said that. It's kind of sounds like a business card. This has my email address and phone number, and you can also follow me on Twitter.
No. You go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound.
Hi, Fat
She
Man
knows
Butts.
better than I.
Oh, Fart Man Butts. Fart Man
Naomi.
Butts? Excuse me, Fart Man
You've
Butts.
got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What? What did you do to me? No! No! It can't be! Those Pentagon bastards! So they actually went and did it!
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
You know, in this instance, the sort of
What the hell?
death monologue kind of makes sense. Getting a chance to, like, say something right as you're dying.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or digoxin. But we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work
Snake,
together.
I want you to do an autopsy.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. We have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
That was interesting that he's, like, there, you know? Like, his body's left behind, essentially. Oh, did I just miss something? Yeah, we just kind of went all the way around. There we go. There's something. SOCOM. Did I must have missed the M9. I wonder if it was like in the opening area or something. Okay, let's is this okay. So we're gonna call it here. I played went a little long today, about an hour and a half. But we're gonna play more tomorrow. We're gonna play through this, and we will do one day. I will stream just a handful of other GameCube games to put save files in the memory card before we get to Psycho Mantis. I think that like we could go one more episode without getting the Psycho Mantis, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But yeah, let's call and save, and then when we pick up tomorrow, I will call Meryl.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area.
Oh.
There's...
Oh, okay. I can still save though. That's good. Cool. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Gals Got Moxie. I'm a or Hitmon Chan asks, "Are you a Twitch affiliate?" I am. Yes. Not a partner yet though. Partner takes a little bit more concurrent viewers. But this was like a lot of people showed up today. That was really exciting. I'm speaking of exciting. I'm excited to keep going on more of the Twin Snakes tomorrow. So thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you at 11 a.m. Central Time tomorrow.